Hello 108 students, Mr. McHugh back here with you on section 10.5. Going to tackle page 2, and guess what? We're going to use our scientific calculators here. Was the calculator required for this class. We're finally going to use some buttons on here, and one button I did not list here is 10 raised to the x. Now, I'm used to working with Texas Instruments TI calculators, so I'll talk a little bit about them. If you've got a Casio calculator, they're fine. Just if you get stuck, you need a little bit of help. If you remember where your instruction booklet is with your calculator. Most of these aren't too bad as long as you realize what the symbols mean. I think that's the biggest thing going on here. Okay, so 10 to the x, by the way, means take the base 10, raise it to an exponent. So if you had that, try this out. So if you try your calculator, put 10, hit 10 to the x button. Next, put like 2, because you're simulating what's 10 squared. You know the answer is 100. Hit the equal sign, and you should see 100 come out, just to show you there. Okay, so look in your calculator, make sure you've got these buttons. You'll need these for the test. The homework problems we're going to do here now on this page are actually using the calculator, just understanding what's going on and making sure you're comfortable pushing the buttons correctly. Okay, so with that said, we're going to give you some problems, and again, I've got this. R stands for result, X is the exponent. In this case here, I'm following the book here, but say the words. It says log R equals X. And so what this means is log base 10, the result equals the exponent. Okay? How do you translate that? Translate that by saying 10 raised to the x equals R, or you could say it the other way around. The result, I like to do this, result equals base 10 raised to the exponent. Okay, so practice saying those over and over again until you make that translation. We've been drilling it into this whole chapter. Okay, so here's an example. What does this mean here? Look at log x. Oops, excuse me. Log 1/2 equals x. What does that mean? If you don't see a base, stick it in there. So it says log base 10. So here's 10 raised to the exponent x equals the result 1/2. Okay, and here's the good news is we're going to use your calculators to figure those out. Definition of a log. Now, how to use your calculator? Good news. All you're going to do is you're going to hit that log button on your calculator. Then you're going to put 1/2 in, or how about 0.5? Okay, punch that in, hit your equal button, and your answer will come out negative 0.3010. Now, I encourage you to try these out and make sure you feel comfortable that you know how to use your calculators, like I mentioned before with these log buttons and 10 to the x right now, and the other ones we're going to work with. Okay, oh, by the way, I should explain this. Sorry, I don't mean to leave you in the dark here. LOG is when you use it when you've got log base 10. LN stands for natural log, and that's when the log is going to be to the letter E, which we're going to cover, which happens to equal 2.71. I'm going to cover that later on. E is exponential, and we'll hit that later on too. Okay, exponential. E is 2.71. Okay, jumping the gun a little bit, but that's what those buttons are about. Okay, so let's go down here and do some easy problems here for you using your calculator. So on your homework, just write the problems down there. I understand there's not a whole lot to do, but you got to make sure you're accurate using your calculators. Okay, so what happens here? We do a little study. We say when R is the result. Oops, sorry. Let me back up here a little bit. When R is your result and it's between 0 and 1. Then the exponent is always going to be a negative. So what's an example? R is the result. If I say log base 10, result is 1/2 equals x, it means convert 10 raised to what exponent equals 1/2, and to get that is a negative number. Okay, how about if the result is greater than 1? So here's an example. Log 2 equals x, convert it into exponents. Base 10 raised to the exponent, which is x, equals the result. So 10 times what? 10 raised to the what equals 2, and the answer is 0.3010. Okay. Here we go. So we're kind of using your calculator, getting the feel of them. Here's example 1A. Finally, you might see on the homework here, log of 327.1 equals what? Okay, take your time. I like to put the 10 there. Log base 10 result 327.1 equals the exponent. I like to say those words over and over again. Now convert it. Base 10 raised to the exponent, which is x, equals the result 327. Okay, and over here I just showed the same thing, doing it a little bit different. Pick which method you like. I actually like this way. I don't know, I like to take the result, I like to drop it down. So here's 327 equals the base raised to the exponent. Whatever method you like, you pick one. Either go that way or that way, but be consistent so you don't get messed up in your head. How do you do this on a calculator? Okay, so and it'd be nice if you showed this, by the way. It'd be nice to see this conversion on your homework, okay, class. Help you get comfortable with it. On your calculator, you're going to hit the log button. You're going to put 3.271, hit the enter sign or equal sign, and then the result is going to be 2.5147. Okay, so that's going to be your answer right here. Okay, now what's interesting, when you look at this, we said 10 raised to the x equals 327. We say that answer is 10 raised to the 2.5147, excuse me there, has to equal 327. Can you prove that on your calculator? Yes, here's how you do it real fast. So hit 10 to the x button, then put 2.5147 in, hit your equal button or enter button, and then you will see the answer 327 pop up. Okay, hey, we've gotten through page 2, learn how to use your calculator there a little bit. If you get really stuck, if you get a chance to stop by the math labs, I only say that because a lot of you students have got other classes going on. They can help you out if you need a little assistance there. Usually in this day and age, you can also try, if you got a Casio, go to casio.com or TI, whatever their websites are called, Texas Instruments, and type in your model number. You'll probably find some online instructions if you need help too. Okay, but make sure you know how to use your calculators. You will use them on the tests and on the final. Okay, so Mr. Q gonna say adios here now, check off on page 2, and we're gonna cruise on to page 3, and we're gonna do a couple application problems dealing with alkaline acidity and wetland classifications. Okay, so I'll see you for some application problems on page 3. Okay, bye.